Hi, this video is for anybody studying Wording-Wise Book 7, okay? This video is going to be for Lesson 5, okay? So, if you need help, please watch this video. The first part we're going to discuss is pronunciation, okay? We're going to look at the pronunciation of all of the words, and then we're going to talk about how to use them, okay? So, let's go through the words. First thing, adequate. Say this loud, okay? You have to say these words properly. Adequate. Administer. Administer. Agitate. Agitate. Capitulate. Capitulate. Citrus. Citrus. Disrupt. Disrupt. And hovel. Hovel. Okay. Illiterate. Illiterate. Indifferent. Indifferent. Menial, menial, permanent, permanent, respite, respite, strenuous, strenuous, toil, toil, and urgent, urgent, okay? You need to urgently study these words. Okay, we went through those a little bit quick, so let's do one more time, okay? So say these, you need to say these, okay? Adequate, administer, agitate, capitulate, citrus, disrupt, and hovel. Illiterate, indifferent, menial, permanent, respite, strenuous, toil, and urgent. Okay, so let's start talking about these, okay? So number one is adequate. Adequate, okay? So adequate means that something is good enough, okay? It doesn't mean great, but it means adequate, adequate, okay? So we often use adequate, or we say adequately, the adverb, okay? So if someone asks, maybe in a hotel, you're in a hotel and someone says, sir, sir, or miss, miss, did you sleep well enough? You say, I slept adequately. Adequately. Was the room hot enough? It was adequate. Okay. It doesn't mean it was too hot. And it doesn't mean it was too cold. Kind of middle part. Okay. So adequately means kind of like good enough. You know. At a restaurant, they'll say, "Did you eat enough?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, it was adequate." It means right now you're not hungry, but you're not like really full either. Okay. So adequate just means like just enough. Enough. A teacher might say, the test, 2 hours was enough time? You're like, yeah, 2 hours was adequate. It means that you needed 2 hours, but at the end you weren't like, finish. You were like, oh, 2 minutes left. Okay, finish. I'm done. You're not early and you're not like rushed at the end, okay? So the time for the test was adequate. Adequate. Oh, how do I do this? I'm not very good at this. Adequate. Okay? Adequate. Now, second word. The second word is administer. Administer, okay? Now, administer and agitate and capitulate and disrupt, they all have something in common, okay? All of these, you can kind of add a T-I-O-N or an I-O-N and make it into a noun. Okay, so administer, you have to change a little bit. Administer has an ER, but if you put a R-A-T-I-O-N, you can make the noun, okay? So here, administer is the verb, administration is the noun. I'll even clear it up by putting a V and an N. Okay, so administer is the verb, administration is the noun. And you're going to see that with the other words as well, okay? So what does administer mean? Administer means basically to run something. Okay, to run. Administer means to run. But not like this running, okay? It means like manage something. So sometimes we use the word administer, especially university. We'll say, he administered the test, okay? So I'm the teacher. I'm like, here's your test. Books away, everyone, books away. Pencils out. Everyone be quiet. Here's the test. And then I'm watching you. I am administering the test. Okay, I'm managing the test. Okay. Now, administration, the noun, it can just mean management. Okay, so who is the management in a school? The teachers, the principal, the secretary. Okay, so if you find something at school, maybe you find some money at school. Okay, but you don't know whose money is this. You give it to the administration. Okay, go to the office, give it to the principal, give it to the secretary, and then that person can find out who lost the money. Okay, so you give it to the administration. Okay, so here it means like management, administration. Administer, the verb can have a second meaning. Okay, not just manage, but for example, if I go swimming, this is me swimming. If I go swimming and I can't swim very well, and water goes in, and I'm dying. Maybe someone will come and do like this. They are administering CPR. Okay, so that person is trying to save my life. Okay, so this is called administering CPR. So administer a test, administer CPR. If someone's choking, they're eating food, and they're like this, and someone comes behind you and a beautiful picture. They're administering the Heimlich maneuver. Okay, so this is administering. Okay, so it's kind of like running something. But your library, maybe in the summertime, they will have a reading challenge, and you have to read 10 books in the summer. Okay, 1 book for every week in the summer. They are administering the competition as well. Okay, so there's lots of ways to use this word, but it all means kind of like running something. And with CPR, it just means that that person's in control. So when they're administering CPR, they're like in control. They're the leader. Okay, so administer always has that meaning. Okay, for some people here who are in a government that's like Canada's government, there's ministers. Okay, and so ministers are in charge of things. So the minister of education, that person is in charge of education for the country. Okay, so they're running it. Okay, the minister is administering like that. Okay, that's a long time on that word. Okay, administer, agitate, just like administer and administer. I can't speak today. Okay, I will just say that agitate has an ION. Agitation. Change colors. Agitation. Okay, it kind of means like make people angry, but that's the noun. Agitation. Agitate. Yeah, make someone angry. Like maybe you have a new shirt and there's something back here on the shirt, on your collar, and it's itchy. Ugh. And you say, it's really agitating me. It's really annoying me, bothering me, bugging me. English has so many words. Agitate, annoy, bug, bother. They're all the same, okay? So say it's agitating me. It's making me angry. Maybe there's a sound outside of your bedroom window and it's like, it's annoying you. It's agitating you. It's bugging you, okay? But agitate can also mean another thing, okay? Agitate can also mean you're making other people angry on purpose, okay? So maybe your school has really bad food, okay? Your food tastes like you're eating a book. This is a sandwich? This school has bad food. So then you talk to all your other classmates and you're like, we have to change the food here. This food is terrible. We should put this food in the garbage. You are agitating for something, okay? Agitating for a noun. Agitating for something, okay? So if you work at a car factory and you're making cars, but there's like robots whizzing around and there's fires and really dangerous place, and you're like, that person last week, they lost all their fingers. We need a safer factory. This factory is not safe. Someone can die. And then you make people angry, like, don't work tomorrow. Don't work tomorrow. We need a safer place. You are agitating for a safer working place. Okay? Agitating for safer working conditions. Okay? So it means you're trying to get them. You're trying to get them, and you're making people angry for it. Okay. So this is agitating for something. Okay? And in your school, you're agitating for better food. Okay. So agitate, agitation. Capitulate. The cap means head. Okay. So a cap is just like a hat. Capital city means the head city, the most important city. Now, capitulation means that you do this. You put your head down. Okay, this is called capitulation, and it means that you lose, you surrender, and you acknowledge that you surrendered. Okay, so this is called capitulation. Okay, so if you're fighting a war and this side is winning, this side maybe has a white flag, and the general over there looking, they're like, we win. He will accept the other side's capitulation. Okay, they'll accept the capitulation. The first side capitulated. Okay, they admit they lost. Okay, if you're playing chess and here's your king, and you're like, I can't win. Punk, dunk, and you push your king down. In chess, that means you capitulated. You surrendered. Okay. It means give up, but like on a test, maybe you can give up. On a math test, you're like, this is impossible. I capitulate. Okay. I give up. But you can't say capitulate. Okay. So in a little thing like that, you can't say capitulate. You can say give up. There's no problem. Okay. But surrender and capitulate is for much higher things. Okay. And chess. Chess is like a war. Okay. So, but on a math problem, you can't say I capitulate. Okay. Citrus. Citrus is a type of fruit. Okay. So it's usually very sour and lots of vitamin C and juicy. Okay, so lemon, lime, oranges, tangerines, grapefruits. These are all citrus fruits. Okay, and we often say citrus tree as well. Okay, so yeah, citrus, very healthy. You should eat some. Disrupt. Okay. Disrupt and disruption. Another one with T-I-O-N. Okay. Verb and noun. Okay. If you know the word interrupt, it's the same. Okay. Interrupt, disrupt is very much the same. Interrupt, interruption, disrupt. Okay. Now, one thing I want to show you is that rupt or rup. In English, that has a meaning. Okay. It means rip. Rip. Okay. And the meaning is something's happening one way. Okay, it's something's happening, studying, and then there's going to be a disruption, and then study. Okay, there's going to be sleep, and there's going to be a disruption or interruption, and then sleep. Okay, now the reason is rupt means rip. Okay, so if I rip this, okay. Here is like sleeping, and then something happens, and then sleeping, okay? So there's a rip there. There's a rip in what's happening, okay? So if you're studying, and then, careful. There's a loud noise, but you're studying, and there's a loud noise. And then the teacher's like, it's okay, study. And then you study. The loud noise made big interruption, okay, or disruption, okay. If someone knocks on the door when you're studying, they interrupted your class. They disrupted your class, okay. It means the same. So it means you were study, and then there's a rip, and then study, okay. Disruption, interruption, okay. Volcanoes, if you know volcanoes, they erupt, okay. Volcanoes erupt. And it means they're kind of sleeping for maybe thousands of years, and then sleep, okay? There's that rip there. Good. Let's keep going. Disrupt. Hovel. Okay? Hovel is a really poor house, okay? A house that's very dirty. Probably people don't want to live there. It's a sad thing. If you say he lives in a hovel, that's a very sad part of it's a very sad sentence, okay? Now, there's a kind of a meaning here. If you know the name of a pig's foot or cow's foot, okay, we say hoof, hoof. Now, it's a little bit different, but if you say two, if you make it plural, we'll say two hooves, okay? Two hooves. One hoof, two hooves, four hooves, okay? The goat has four hooves. Now here you can see hovel and hooves, and it gets a little bit closer, okay? So if you live in a hovel, it doesn't mean a really dirty house, but it means it's a house that should be for pigs or goats or cows, okay? Or horses. So this is a hovel, a house that's not good enough for humans, okay? Okay, now illiterate. Illiterate, it means you cannot read. Literature. Literature means good books, okay? Charles Dickens and Shakespeare and stuff like that. Okay, this is literature. Literature. So this has to do with reading. Illiterate. Illiterate means you can't read, okay? Someone who maybe didn't go to school and didn't learn, okay? So this is illiterate. He's illiterate means he can't read, okay? Today, there's very few people who are illiterate. And people who are doing Wordly Wise Book 7 are definitely literate, okay? So just be careful here. This is something you should know is the way in English to make opposites, okay? So here, ill made an opposite, okay? Illiterate. Literate means you can read. Illiterate means you can't read, okay? So ill or unhappy. I'm happy. He's unhappy. It means not happy, okay? Impossible, impossible. Sometimes These are all ways, there's a couple more actually. These are all ways to make opposites in front of words, okay? So literate, illiterate, happy, unhappy, important, impossible, and impossible, like this, okay? So they're making opposites, something you should know. Like the next one, okay? So one more is in, okay? Indifferent. In can also make opposites. In this case, we don't usually say different because it has a slightly different meaning, but indifferent means that you're uncaring, okay? We also say indifference, her indifference. English is tricky, okay? So indifference means you're not caring. Okay, so if a student only gets 28%, and then you say, work harder, why? And they're like, what? You don't care? Oh, your indifference is making me angry. Like this, okay? So it means that someone doesn't care about things, okay? We'll say, she is indifferent to something. Okay, it means she doesn't care about it. Okay. My littlest boy, he's indifferent to the channel on TV. He doesn't care what we watch. He just likes TV. Okay, so he's indifferent to the different channels. Okay, this means doesn't care. Okay, now the word different is not the opposite. Okay, so the opposite here is indifferent and then caring. Okay, so here. In doesn't have the same meaning as I talked about illiterate, okay? Menial. Menial means a job that's kind of low-level job, okay? Maybe even lower than when we say blue-collar job, okay? Menial job, just maybe sweeping all day, okay? That's a menial job. Just carrying boxes all day. It's a very menial job. Anybody can do it. It may be an important job, but it's a job where you kind of have your brain off. Okay, so we'll say that's very menial. Just cleaning cars all day. That's a very menial job. And probably the money you get would be very low money. Okay, so menial. Permanent. Okay, permanent. This is a permanent marker. That is a whiteboard. If you use permanent marker on the whiteboard, I will be angry. Okay, why? because this is hard to get off. Okay, a tattoo. Maybe someone has a tattoo on their neck. Okay, mom. It's a bad idea. But that's permanent. Okay, that's a permanent mark. Okay, if you have a scar, if you have a big cut on your forehead, even 20 years later, you'll have it. Okay, like Lion King. That's a permanent thing. That's a permanent thing. It means like forever. Okay, so very permanent. Okay, here's one where im does mean opposite. Okay, impermanent. Impermanent means that you can move it. Temporary. Okay, so permanent and temporary. Respite. Respite means a break. Okay, the rain brought a welcome respite from the tremendous heat. Okay, so respite means you have a break from something. Now we don't usually use this in school. Okay, if you study for a couple hours at school and then in the middle you have a break, we don't usually call this a respite. But if you work for 20 years and you take 1 year maybe holiday, go live in the country, this is a respite. Okay, a respite from the city means probably you go to the mountains and go camping or something. Okay, so a break. Strenuous. Strenuous means hard for your body. Okay, so say maybe you go to the gym and you have a strenuous workout. A strenuous workout, you're sweating and you have to use all your muscles, and that night you're very sore. Oh, that was a very strenuous workout. Okay. Sometimes you'll see the word strenuous and it means like brain activities too. Like that math problem. Math problem was very strenuous for your brain, but not usually. Usually it's going to be for your muscles and stuff like that. Okay. Good. Toil. Toil means hard work. Okay, that's the noun. Hard work. Toil, the verb, means you work hard. Okay, so if you say like he toiled in the hot sun, it means you're working in the hot sun. Okay, so toil. Good. He toiled. She toiled. Good. Last word. Okay, you all waiting for it. Urgent. Urgent or urgency. Okay. Urgent means that you're doing something. It's really important. Okay. Urgent would mean that it equals a priority. Okay. Now, be careful because this is an adjective. Okay. That's very urgent. Okay. Adjective. A priority is a noun. Okay. The a is telling you it's a noun. That is a priority. That is urgent. Okay. It's kind of the same meaning, but we use it different because this is an adjective and that's a noun. Okay. But that's the meaning. If we say like he did his work with urgency, it means like fast. Okay, he did it very fast because he needs to be done. Okay, that's doing something with urgency. So you should all go do your homework with urgency. Okay, you don't have to do this so fast, but you do have to prepare for a test. Okay, so remember all these words. Okay, and do your best. Get ready for the test. If you need any help with these words, if you don't understand how to use them, you can type below in the comment box. Okay, bye-bye.